There's always the moment at the beginning of a hike where everything you need is still with you, and the question becomes, how far can you take it? Sometimes the difference between a good trip and a great one comes down to what you're able to bring with you. Today, I'm bringing in my HipStar Hands-Free Travel Cart. Out here, it's not just about getting from one place to the other. It's about how you move through it, and what you're able to bring along for the journey. Normally, a trip like this means making choices. What to bring, what to leave behind. But with the HipStar, I don't have to make many compromises. Everything I need, right here, moving with me.
Now you're going to see I brought a lot of gear, but if you're going to be out here and you're going to maybe hike a mile or so from your vehicle to camp, why not bring some extra stuff for a base camp?
The challenge isn't what you bring, it's how you carry it.
The HipStar is an 80-liter backpack. You can see that thing is huge. You can fit all sorts of equipment in there.
Big enough to change the way you think about the entire trip.
Right here I have my hot tent. I not only got sleeping bag and tent and all my other shelter items, food, cooking utensils, everything in there, even first aid kit. But I also got the wood stove in there.
This isn't about packing light, it's about packing smart.
The HipStar tows like a dream. I mean, you get that thing balanced just right and you can just go.
Even off trail, even through the woods.
I wasn't even really on a trail today. Maybe once or twice, but most of the time I was just going through the woods. And the HipStar followed behind nicely and got all my gear out here.
And that's where it starts to matter.
The stuff that I needed to stay the night, the wood stove, the sleeping gear, tent, all that stuff was brought in by the HipStar. And I could take it all with me in one trip.
No extra trips, no leaving things behind. Just everything you need right there with you.
Could get everything I needed in the HipStar, not just for an overnighter. You could literally go out for several days with this thing. I got all my gear in there, hiked down the canyon, set up camp. Here's the tent at night. All right, folks, I'm in the tent, got the wood stove going, and it is toasty in here. It was 50-ish outside, about an hour ago. So maybe 45 outside right now, but in here it must be 65. We're in the tent. We're having a good time. It's warm, it's nice, it's cozy. All right, good morning, folks. Welcome back to another James Blackburn experience. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Slept pretty good in that tent last night. Really enjoyed it. It was like about 65 degrees in there with the wood stove going. Very comfortable.
The hike out is always different. Not because the trail changes, but because you do. What you bring into the wilderness shapes the experience you have out here, and sometimes it makes all the difference. Same trail, same terrain. But now I know what's possible when you don't have to leave things behind. The HipStar lets you bring what you need and a few things you simply want. I came out here to try something a little different. Not just getting out here, but getting out here a little more comfortably and staying a little longer. Up here in the mountains, around 8,500 feet, the experience is shaped by what you bring with you. This time I brought a little more comfort, a little more capability, and it changed the whole trip. The hike in felt easier, the camp felt better, and the night felt a whole lot more like home. The HipStar played a big part in that. Being able to carry everything I needed in one trip made this entire experience possible. I'm proud to be a brand ambassador for HipStar, and honestly, after a trip like this, it's easy to see why. If you're interested in learning more about it, you can check them out at hipstartrailers.com. At the end of the day, it's not just about the gear, it's about what the gear makes possible.
All right, folks, another successful camping trip.
Camp HipStar was a success. You can check them out at hipstartrailers.com.